As we gear up for the launch of the PS5 and Xbox 2, it's time for the ultimate battle, and a definitive answer on which gamer is better. Who has the better console? Which gamers have the best game options? How does the history of Sony and Microsoft play into these gamers' future? We have your exclusive answers. And we all know what you're thinking, but no worries because there's no bias here. We own and love both the PlayStation and the Xbox. Time for a fair fight. Now let's get this gamer battle started. The PS gamer versus the Xbox gamer. Before we can begin the battle, we must break down the signs. Who exactly is a PlayStation gamer? Who exactly is an Xbox gamer? Despite the cliches, you could be walking down the street and passing by an Xbox gamer without even knowing it. That kid in your math class? He could be a dedicated PSer. What do these gamers even call themselves? Hey, yo, I'm an Xboxy. Hello there, I'm a dedicated PlayStationite. Yeah, the nicknames don't quite roll off the tongue there. Either way, despite so many similarities between the gamers, there are some clear differences between the two, building up the invisible gaming war and divide we've had over the years. The one clear choice? Our colors of honor. The PlayStation devotees wear the blue proudly, while Xbox experts don the bright green. And we haven't really had the choice. The consumer market sets it up this way. We've all had that awkward moment entering GameStop where you literally have to pick one side of the store to shop on, glaring over at the other side, pondering and wondering, who has the better games and better deals? This is a war that even extends to our eating habits. We've all wolfed down plenty of chalupa boxes to win an Xbox One X, or had our fill of Pringles for a chance at a PS4. The sides are clear, but let's truly break down what elements make the Xbox and PlayStation gamers stand out. Exclusive games. Sure, we can all play Fortnite, Minecraft, and the latest Madden on practically any console. The cross-platform gaming has even expanded these games to larger audiences. The element that has gamers staking their claim in either Microsoft or Sony camps is the exclusive games. Well, there's no question. Unless you love to collect Kinect games, Sony has a massive advantage when it comes to exclusive games. Franchises like Uncharted, Gran Turismo, God of War, The Last of Us, and Spider-Man are a huge plus to Sony's console. Maybe this is one of the reasons the PS4 has sold over 100 million consoles while the Xbox One has still not reached 50 million consoles sold. Ouch, we pulled out the statistical burn a little early, but those stats don't lie. There are still two exclusive franchises that give the Xbox a slight edge: Halo and Forza Motorsport. Halo Guardians may not have been the best entry in the series, but the upcoming Xbox 2 launch release of Halo Infinite should get gamers excited and give them a nice exclusive to look forward to. Just please, if you're an Xbox gamer, don't start touting some of the not-so-popular exclusive games like Disneyland Adventures. You're just digging yourself a deeper hole. So yeah, Sony has a pretty big advantage with the exclusive titles and giving gamers a wide range to choose from. Online gaming. In the world of gaming, if you want to play online, you pretty much have to pay to do so. Thankfully, the choice between the Xbox and PlayStation service is pretty simple because both services feature identical pricing structures. The best bet is the annual deal, which clocks in at $60. But there are some status differences between the two. For years, Sony PlayStation Plus has felt like an elite club. What makes them so special? Well, you wouldn't know unless you were one of their gamers. The console loved exclusivity, pretty much donning players with digital club member jackets. Listen to him now. Sure, we love the game Fortnite, but only if our elite Sony players are in the game. They literally shut the battle bus door to any cross-platform play until the game demand rose so high and Sony finally crumbled. Meanwhile, Xbox gamers have been an open-armed community. Fortnite crossed multiple platforms. Minecraft led the way for cross-platform play, and the console truly lives on the mantra of gaming is everyone. Not quite the war cry battle we were looking for, but you cannot knock the hippie peacemakers in Microsoft's world. Each console has a big emphasis on social connections with dedicated gaming channels, voice chat, regular chat, and the ability to connect with your core group of friends. The one area where Xbox has a slight advantage: the built-in ability to video chat. The packaged Kinect accessory in the original Xbox One console allows people to participate in large video chats. Of course, the mode is also limited due to the Kinect being removed from some of the newer Xbox One releases. Something we'll get to in a moment. PSVR versus Kinect. We all know all serious Xbox and PlayStation gamers take their games. But now let's see which of these gamers looks the silliest while playing. First up, the Xbox Kinect. You know the device. Before it was a creepy spy that was supposed to monitoring your life 24 hours a day, the Kinect was Microsoft's answer to the Nintendo Wii. And to prove our loyalty to the Xbox 360, we had to play it. Had to support the console. We literally had to move and dance around our living room with our controller. Anyone who walked by our house probably thought we were training to be a mime. The Kinect became the device of nightmares with the Xbox One. Why exactly? Well, shortly before the launch of the Xbox One, Microsoft announced the Kinect would have to be connected to the console at all times and would never shut off. Yeah, no thanks. Gamer outrage caused that policy to change, but it was still the start of a slow end to the Kinect. Meanwhile, Sony launched the PSVR headset, becoming the first home console to fully integrate virtual reality technology into its arsenal. For PlayStation gamers, wearing a VR headset felt a little more structured and more isolating. Gaming can be isolating enough already, but now you literally blocking out the world around to enter the digital domain. And things may only get worse in the future of these console wars as both Microsoft and Sony play VR expansions with the release of the PS5 and Xbox 2 in 2020. Yikes. The controllers. If you're all wound up about this PlayStation and Xbox battle, then you need to get a grip, literally, on one of their controllers. What's a good war without a good weapon? And both sides have made some valid points and arguments over the years. First off, there's truly no defending the original supersized Xbox controller. That thing was a massive carpal tunnel syndrome causing mess. But things did get better. The triggers are smooth. The controller scheme is perfect for all types of games, and the Xbox One Elite controller is near perfection with a ton of custom options. Meanwhile, Sony gamers can tout about the historical relevance of the DualShock. The controller scheme has remained relatively the same over the years. Their dedication to the same controller scheme slightly faltered with the release of the DualShock 3. The controller may have been wireless but felt outdated and essentially too similar to the DualShock 2. As we head into the next generation, Sony doesn't look to make the same mistakes of the past as they plan to launch the DualShock 5. Gamers will be ready for a ton of new advanced functions, including analog controls, vibrations, and trigger controls. Xbox 2 will roll out a very similar design to the one they have, with some upgraded features, but their controller works so well that any major changes would become an issue. Enjoying the PlayStation and Xbox battle? Well then keep the fun going when you're done by checking out PS5 Now versus Google Stadia. The gaming community. When pitting the PlayStation up against the Xbox, each side will have an army of gamers behind them, along with plenty of spoiled gamers who love to brag that they own them both. What kind of a spoiled gamer would do that? But let's look at some of the ways these gaming communities play together. On the Microsoft side, they have the Mixer platform. Mixer allows live streams of games and has signed up one of the biggest gamers in the world with Ninja. Sure, Ninja prefers PC gaming, but he is still a part of the Microsoft family. With the Xbox 2, Mixer is going to be a huge part of the mix and the best way to follow other gamers on the console. The PS4 has a massive community of gamers, but you need to find the games they play in. PS4 game streaming isn't hugely popular, and the PS4 broadcasting feature limits clips and makes it more of a challenge to share across channels like Twitch or YouTube. Still though, thanks to some leaked statistics, you have the ability to play online with millions of other gamers in titles like Grand Theft Auto 5, FIFA soccer games, and a variety of Call of Duty games, which rack up over 20 million players. Once the PS5 comes out, we imagine a lot of those gamers will complete the upgrade, keeping the community strong. Game Streams War. Back in the glory days, it was awesome to invite a friend over and show them your massive shelf filled with Xbox or PS game discs. Now, gaming isn't so much about owning the games rather than gaining access. Both Sony and Microsoft offer cloud stream game subscriptions, each filled with a huge library of back catalog games from former consoles. The choice comes down to your love for the game catalogs, but there's some price differences and access options as well. Currently, both services are available for $9.99 a month, but Sony does offer an annual package for only $60 if you pay all at once. With the Sony package, you also get access to the PS Now app, which enables PC gaming on a wide range of computers. The basic Xbox Game Pass is only available on the console at $9.99. The PC version of the Game Pass is separate, or you can opt in for the Ultimate Pass, which includes Xbox Live Gold, the Xbox Game Pass, and the Xbox Game Pass for PC. The full package is priced at $14.99 a month and also includes a wasteful 6 months of Spotify Premium, which you better cancel, or you'll get charged extra after the 6 months. Due to the PC and PS4 access with the basic package, PlayStation definitely has the edge and makes things easy to understand. The funny part about it all is that Sony and Microsoft are teaming up. to deliver top-rate cloud gaming options so players may get the best of both worlds soon enough. Could the war be over? Not quite. Backwards compatibility / the double crossers. When you're a loyal gamer for a company like Sony or Microsoft, the loyalty will typically pay off with their backwards compatibility. There's no reason to keep all your consoles connected or toss out game discs just because your Xbox 360 has the cursed red ring. Another great debate point for PS gamers. In fact, backwards compatibility will get even better when the Xbox 2 rolls around, because the console will be compatible with every single Xbox game from the original to the 360, and Xbox One as well. So far, Sony has announced the PS5 will be backwards compatible with the PS4, and other games will only be available digitally through the PlayStation Store. So Xbox players have a ton to look forward to, but Sony may make some changes to keep their loyal fans happy and prevent too many repurchases of classic favorites. Of course, Xbox's massive backwards compatibility opens the door for some double-crossers. You know the ones. Gamers who pick up a huge lot of Xbox games at a yard sale or a flea market, ditching Sony for a glorious world of gaming, acting like a big hotshot who owned the library of games already. Come on, kid, you swapped sides too easy. Where's your loyalty? The trolls. While both Sony and Microsoft have millions of fans, they also have plenty of haters, and some so passionate they decide to plan attacks against both companies. Dealing with hackers and trolls is just the name of the game, but it seems like Microsoft has had better security and protection over the years. You can thank Bill Gates and years of computer protection for that one. Sony has had multiple problems through the years, but nothing was worse than the 2011 PlayStation Network outage. After hackers gained control of the PSN, players were locked out. The data of 77 million gamers was compromised, and Sony took a very long time to get things back and running again. The network outage lasted 23 days, an unbelievable number when you consider how many people play online games on a daily basis. Sony lost millions of dollars in the process, gave gamers a free 30 days of PlayStation Plus, and also offered a couple free games in exchange for the hassle. People still have strong reactions to the outage to this day, and any time the Sony network goes down, those same fears come trickling back again. The future. The war between Sony and Microsoft is far from over. In fact, it's only going to get more complicated. The 2020 release of both consoles will create major buzz for the holiday season and result in some huge game releases. Now, this leaves us with a lot of questions. Will Sony's PS5 be the fastest console ever? Will that even matter if Halo Infinite blows expectations out of the water? We are entering a world where we see some of the most realistic games ever, and possible 8K games. 60 frames a second will become the norm, but like any video game released ever, the graphics can only push things so far. But by the end of the 2020, the specs on these consoles won't matter, because the next-gen devices will be out. And Sony is already planting their flag on Planet Gamer with a proclamation that the PS5 is going to be the fastest gaming console ever. The gamer debates will rage on. We'll see endless comparison screenshots in our feeds, and the grumbling will quietly die down as we all get hooked on a new generation of games. Time to cue the cheesy music and select our winner. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what console world is better. We are just gamers, living our best gaming life. There's no need for labels or sides. Hang on a second, did Sony just announce Spider-Man 2 with every cinematic likeness available in a cross-multiverse gaming extravaganza? See ya! Now it's your turn to sound off. Who do you think wins the console wars? Is Sony selling too many consoles for Microsoft to catch up? Will a price difference make a big difference, or are you loyal to a specific company? Well, let us know in the comments, and stick around The Gamer for more great video game content. We're releasing new videos every couple of days. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the channel.